This is Nostalgia at Night, and this evening, we're going to be reviewing Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling Eraser figure. It's a collectible eraser. Okay? Alright, so we can take a look at this still in package. If we flip it over, nothing on the back. And actually, I can probably easily open this, and we will in a minute here. So again, back to the front here, it's non-toxic. This was the World Wrestling Federation of the WWF before they had to switch names to WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, for legal reasons over the World Wildlife Foundation. So that's where we're at there. And so this is vintage professional wrestling. And you can see here the detailed packaging here. There's actually quite a bit of good detail. Behind them's the training gym, some weights, and the wrestling ring, of course, and then the paper towel dispenser. Good detail. It's even appropriate because it's the training gym, and there's some cracks in the plaster there behind you. You can kind of tell it's a little dilapidated, but that's what it is. So it's kind of a beat 'em up training room, and it says here this is for ages 3 and up. Okay, or grown men who like to review various random things, I guess. Anyway, this is from way back. I've had this, and I just discovered it and figured I would share this with everyone. And so 3 and up, that would be for preschoolers and up. It would, stimulate imagination, be like a sort of a showing a favorite television character. So this would be released back in the 80s, when the rock and wrestling connection was big. Interesting thing here, you see in the back, we're going to see all the different characters of the cartoon, which was the rock and wrestling cartoon show. And so this is all based off of that cartoon that is based off of the rock and wrestling, where MTV and WWF joined forces and intermingled across mediums. So we got let's see, Fabulous Moolah, Hillbilly Jim, Nikolai Volkov, Wendy Richter, who in the rock and wrestling connection was the main hook for Cyndi Lauper, and that's how they connected and kind of explored and made this huge phenomena back in the day. The Iron Sheik, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Big John Studd, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Junkyard Dog, Mean Gene Okerlund, Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and Master Fuji. Okay, so you can see all these cartoon versions and all these characters that were based on real life WWF performers, and you can tell here that this Hulk Hogan does not really look like the actual figure. This actually looks more closely like the actual Hulk Hogan than the cartoon character. There are other characters in this series, but you'll notice that Hulk is more lifelike, and there are others that are more cartoon-like. For example, the Junkyard Dog. If you do some research online, just Google Junkyard Dog Rock and Wrestling Collector's Eraser, and you'll see he's more cartoony compared to the way Hulk Hogan is portrayed here. All right, so it's kind of a neat thing as to why this was even considered a collectible, or why it was created. And again, we got Captain Lou Albano here. I think I left him out. And this was actually done by Winston Toys. And that's actually out of Fairfield, New Jersey, right here. You can see printed and made in Taiwan. I couldn't find any information relating to the Winston Toys Company. There is a Winston Toys, but it's something that's completely different, and I think it was established much later than this was manufactured. So really, that's a mystery. But maybe if you know something about that, please comment below. Yeah, I'd like to hear from that. So anyway, so yeah, just wanted to give the gist of it. This is the Hulk Hogan Rock and Wrestling cartoon show based on the media juggernaut of the Rock and Wrestling Connection, where WWF stars showed up on MTV, and then MTV stars showed up at various WWF venues. If you watch the cartoon, I would YouTube Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling intro theme song, and it's quite fun. So definitely recommend checking that out. Just a 1 minute brief video that's it's got a kind of a cool catchy chant and song. So all right, so this again, I can probably open this here and then cleverly put it back on, because he's just sitting in there. Look at that. The clamshell just cracks right open. All right, so we could just set this in the back. All right, and then this is the Hulk Hogan. All right, yeah, and back here it says this was '83. Titan Sports, which is part of the WWF, the corporate WWF name. And you can see this is still in pretty good condition. I mean, it looks like I've just had this in package for years and years and years. Never really used it to erase anything, but I would be interested to see what they look like, as you give them get them in a headlock and then race them down on your paper, And can you wear him all the way down to his feet? I don't know. Can you wear the eraser down? Probably. But yeah, it'll be interesting. If you have a picture of one that you have, post it below, and I'd love to see it. There's and actually with the Junkyard Dog one, to go back to that example, he actually comes with a chain, a separate chain that comes on and off. So that's kind of an interesting piece there. But again, you see these quite common around. These are not ultra rare, but this is a pretty good preserved Hulk Hogan non-toxic collectible eraser. I look forward to any memories you might have about this, or seeing this, or collecting all of these. Just leave a comment below. This has been Nostalgia at Night. Thanks.